Basically, I just used about three hog panels, and then one on the front, one on the back. The one in the front, I cut the gate, that's part of it, and then the other 16 foot, the third one, I used 8 foot on the left side and 8 foot on the right side. And anyway, just used for the roof there, I used the the 8 foot 4x4 treated. And then for the small poles over there in between, those over there, all the middle ones, I used the 12 footers, and I just cut them in half. So they're buried about 2 feet in the ground, and they stick out of the ground 4 feet. So anyway, for the hog panel, I just used the U-nails, the galvanized fence staples. Some people call them fence staples. I've always called them U-nails. For the bottom, I just used treated 2x4s just to kind of reinforce it. Secure them really good with galvanized nails. Oh, I do want to mention that as far as cutting the hog panel, I used just a regular hacksaw blade. It worked really good. You could use something else. There's other methods like a bolt cutters, but if you use bolt cutters, you know, you kind of have to come back behind yourself and grind where you cut, because you'll have real sharp, jagged edges. But with the hacksaw, you can cut real close to this thing right there. Let's say if you wanted to cut all the way down here, you can just cut really close. I did mine. It was fairly easy, and I didn't have to come back and grind or anything like that, so it worked really good. I just used about three hog panels, and then one on the front, one on the back. The one in the front, I cut the gate, that's part of it, and then the other 16 foot, the third one, I used 8 foot on the left side and 8 foot on the right side. And anyway, just used for the roof there, I used the 8 foot 4x4 treated. And then for the small poles over there in between, those over there, all the middle ones, I used the 12 footers, and I just cut them in half. So they're buried about 2 feet in the ground, and they stick out of the ground 4 feet. So anyway, for the hog panel, I just used the U-nails, the galvanized fence staples. Some people call them fence staples. I've always called them U-nails. For the bottom, I just used treated 2x4s just to kind of reinforce it. Secure them really good with galvanized nails. Oh, I do want to mention that as far as cutting the hog panel, I used just a regular hacksaw blade. It worked really good. You could use something else. There's other methods like a bolt cutters, but if you use bolt cutters, you know, you kind of have to come back behind yourself and grind where you cut, because you'll have real sharp, jagged edges. But with the hacksaw, you can cut real close to this thing right there. Let's say if you wanted to cut all the way down here, you can just cut really close. I did mine. It was fairly easy, and I didn't have to come back and grind or anything like that, so it worked really good. As far as the roof, I just kind of used some reclaimed wood that I had laying around. That's non-treated. Just kind of put it together, and then I used sheet metal up top. That's a used piece that I had laying around. I just ended up buying them 2 pieces up there. My pigs just eating a couple of them. I'll tell you about them in a minute. But anyway, it's real simple. It's cut and dry. As far as the concrete, I used about, I think, 27 or 28 bags of concrete. They were the 80-pound bags. So I laid everything by myself. I built the whole pen by myself. It took me about 3 days, but just, you know, working 2 or 3 hours a day, 4 hours. It wasn't all day, you know, for 3 days. But anyway, I ended up building it all by myself, and I liked the way it turned out. It turned out really good and solid. And let me show you what I did on the inside, because pigs, they like to chew on everything. But I was having problems with them chewing on my posts here. So what I did, I just used some 1x2 galvanized wire, real thick, heavy gauge, and cut it about 6 inches. This is the height of the fencing that I bought. I forget how tall that is. It's only, I think, 2 feet tall. And cut it, 6 inches, like I said, and then just use galvanized fence staples to staple it in, and that stopped them from chewing. I'll show you what they'll do if you don't do that. But I'll just show you here. See, they started chewing right here on the corners, and they did that on several of my posts. If I didn't put that, I'd have to eventually replace them. But on the gate, I did put it here. They like to bite the corners. Here it's kind of hard for them to bite on flat surfaces, but on these cross braces here on my gate, let me show you what they did. And this is just 3 months worth of these pigs being in this pen. They already tore it up. I still need to come in here and add this over here. Just haven't had a chance, but that's the only thing I have left to do. As far as the gate, I built it to where it's on the inside of this post over here. Let me just kind of back up and show you. You could build it a little bit longer to where that way it's got, because they'll push on the gate, and if they feel any kind of budge, they'll keep pushing it through until they get out. But what I did, since I built mine on the inside of the post, I just put this piece of 2x4 over there, and it really gives it some backbone. I mean, they scratch on this gate all the time, and it's held up really, really well. So I'm very pleased with it. And that's the automatic water that I've got for them. This is just a hog nipple. They bite on that and get all the fresh water that they want. It's tapped into my water supply. Then I got a spigot up here with a water hose that I used to clean out their pen. As you can see, it's fairly clean because I just cleaned it. That's their feeding trough. And these pigs, I've had them, let's see, I bought them, let's see, March the 25th of 2015. Today is June the 28th, 2015, I believe. So I had them just over 3 months. And when I bought these pigs, they were 32 and 33 pounds. They all come from the same litter. And I've only had them for 3 months, y'all. So look how big they've gotten. I give them plenty of food, all the food that they want. They never run out. So I'll do a separate video on this with the ingredients that I used and the exact proportions. But this concoction that I give them is what makes them blow up like this and really grow. So there's just 3 ingredients in there. And like I said, they were 32 and 33 pounds a piece. And like I said, I've had them just over 3 months, like what, 3 days, 3 months and 3 days. So here in about another 4 weeks, they'll be ready to go to the slaughter. They like for you to scratch their backs. They love it. Good piggy. Good piggy. Gotta watch your fingers because they'll bite. I don't think they really mean to hurt you, but they'll smell you and then they'll snap. So I'd hate to get bit by one of these things because they are strong. Hey. They love to be scratched. Okay. But anyway, guys. Anyway, let me just kind of give you a quick more overview here one more time. Pigs usually do their business in one spot. That's where they do their business, right there. And then they don't usually go in their sleeping quarters, or they haven't any. Mine haven't anyway. But there it is right here. Like I said, just 16 by 8 feet. And this is the first set of pigs that I've had in here. They have done really good. There's nothing that I would absolutely change on this pen. I think it turned out really good. Besides putting some more of that wire on them cross braces and around one of them vertical 2x4s on my gate, there's nothing that I would change about it. It is perfect. Very, very pleased with it. Also, I wanted to mention, if you can see the gap that I've got on the bottom 2x4s all the way around, I left a gap of about 1.5 to 2 inches all the way around. And whenever you're cleaning your hog pen, it really makes it easier. Look, you know, you've got a little bit of waste feed, just a little bit. That's another thing with that trough, there's hardly any waste. But anyway, if there's any debris in here, any leaves or sticks or anything like that, it's real easy to wash them out through the hog panel. So, but anyway, I hope that you get some good ideas from this. Maybe this is something you might want to glean from and you know, put your own spin, your own ideas to it. But I hope you enjoyed it, and if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, because I will be putting some more videos, some more updates. I'm going to do a video on the water, maybe a little bit more in depth than just a short video. And also I want to go into detail about that feeding trough. Real simple feeding trough, but I want to go into details why I built it the way I did with all those boards on there. I'm sure you're probably wondering about that, but there's a reason.